Hey everybody, it's me. I'm back. I finally made it back. So I'm going to show you guys this next painting that I'm going to be doing tomorrow at City of the World Art Gallery. Yes, I'm tagging City of the World, Roz Knight, Maria Todd. I don't know how to say your last name. Sorry, Maria. But you know who you are. And City of the World Art Gallery, Meadows Mall. So I'll be there tomorrow at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock to do this cool painting. So I thought I'd show you guys, get a little group, get a little advertisement going on. So you guys check it out. So this is my template, and we'll do step-by-step instructions for this. And underneath here, I have some handy dandy tracing paper. So I'll get my pencil out and start tracing. And really, I don't really even need a pencil. I just need a paintbrush. So check it out. Scrape along the edge. And I'm pretty sure up here it doesn't have anything, so I have to move that. Scrape along the edge. Because tracing paper is awesome. Take this off. Take this off. Oh, my friends are up. Hey, Doreen. Hey, girl, this is a painting I'm doing tomorrow. Uh-oh. If I can get this thing off, I'll be doing something. I'll be doing anything. There you go. So, let's see. Yep, that traced real nice. Take this. Put it up here. And trace the rest of my pumpkin. Yeah, this is the Crazy Thankful Pumpkin. People like me who crazy. I'm super excited. I have people signed up. I still have room for people at the workshop, $35. Hey, hey girl, hey. Ooh, you have no idea how long I wanted to say that. Hey girl, hey. All right, so I'm pretty sure this is it. It's not very much of a tracer. Like, you don't have a lot to do. But we're going to put blessed or grateful or thankful on here. So you have an option of what you want to put on here. All right, so let me take this off. And then I have my colors already out. There's my pumpkin. I have my colors already out. And I'm going to get a big brush like this. And before I start, let me get napkins, baby wipes, all of the above. My paper towels. And I always have baby wipes because you always need a baby wipe. I got this okay. You always need a baby wipe. Gotta have it. Take a couple of these out and get ready to roll. Alright, I'm ready to go. Alright, so on my paint palette, I have Ultramarine Blue, Phthalo Blue, Mars Black, Bright Red, Fire Truck Red, Bright Red, Bright Red, Deep Yellow, Chrome Yellow, Phthalo Green, Burnt Umber, and Titanium White. So let's get ready. Did I just do my paintbrush? Alright, so I'm going to start out, and I have my instructions over here, and I'm going to start out with my blue that goes all the way around my pumpkin. So I'm going to mix these two blues together. Oh, what happened here? Oh no. Really? Oh no. Oh man, I have to put my brush in something. It's all messed up. It's all like burnt up. Oh, that's all messed up. Fortunately, I have more brushes. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I thought that I don't know what I did. Anyway, let's start painting. So this phthalo blue is kind of transparent, but that's okay. And I'll have some bigger brushes for the ladies. So Christine, come on down, girl. Come get you your crazy thankful pumpkin, because I know that we all have something thankful to be thankful for. I know we do. So I'm just gonna make these big lines like this. And I want this to be pretty wet, so I'm using a lot of it. And this paint, wow, it had separated. I don't know what was going on with that, but it had separated, so it was looking really, really funny when I took it out. It did not look good. So I'm gonna get really close up to my pumpkin. I'm not gonna worry about it because I can always paint over that. Acrylic paint is fabulous because it dries. Oh, you know what? I don't have my hair dryer hooked up. My paint dryer. I don't even know what I did with it. I had to rearrange my everything. My studio is now a classroom. So where this is, I usually have a whiteboard, which is down here. And I have all kinds of little things on my whiteboard, what we're doing with the kids at school and stuff. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Doreen, did you move into your house, girl? Shoot, I hope y'all got good space. You right down the street from me too. So when all this foolishness is over with, we're gonna have us another barbecue. We can come over there, you can come over here. This is the only thing I'm doing. And everybody gotta wear a mask, and I will not wear a mask in my own house. That just seems ridiculous to me. Okay, so now I have this kind of covered. I wanna also cover sides while I'm at it. I probably should have did that on the other side of this. Oh, well. This is a really nice board that I have, but you know me, I get excited when it's time to paint. I get so excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Okay, so now I have that. And I'm going to add a little bit of black in here, in the corner. And this black was totally separated. It's been like a couple of years since I took this black out of here. Because, you know, I just use regular paint. Okay, oh yeah, that's really nice and dark and pretty. So I want this area here to be really dark. So I'm gonna add a little bit more black down here on the bottom. I really don't need a brush this big, but I think I got this off of Wish or something, someplace that it was free. So I was like, okay, yeah, y'all can send me something free for $2.97. Cost me $6, because it's not really free. I don't know what's up with those people. Okay, so let me just continue on here. I'm gonna take some of this blue and go across here. And I didn't rinse my brush. I still have my brush. I'll take some of the phthalo blue, mix that in, and then come in here carefully. Not so much fun times now with the painting. So I want to get a nice edge on that. And then, you know, I have to paint this for my painters, so I know where they're going to have a problem. And I know we're going to have some kind of problem because, well, not really a problem, but a challenge, because I don't have orange. I have all these other colors, but I don't have orange because, you know, it's just not a color I usually paint with. It's, you know, I love blue. And that's part of the reason I chose this particular one, but also because I am so truly thankful to be healthy, to be working, to have a job during this time. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy. So I know I haven't been on Facebook for a while, y'all, but you know, I've been busy. I've been busy trying to learn how to teach from home and how to teach kids art who don't have anything. They don't have crayons, don't have markers. Some of them don't have paper and pencils. I don't know what they're doing in their regular class. But that's the deal. That's what I've been doing. Okay, so this is going to have a lot of paint. And I'm going to add some black up here. And carry that down. So just big strokes. Big strokes. Back and forth. Big strokes. And then when you get close to the edge where it's blue, add some blue. So one of these blues has white and purple in it, and the other one is kind of a blue-green kind of color. It's blue, but you know, it's very translucent. It's very see-through. So when we get close over here, I'm just gonna add some of that in here, and you can see it kind of makes kind of like a little glow. We're gonna be doing stuff with that glow too. So yeah, I feel like I'm a real expert now at teaching online. Shoot, I do this every day now. Crazy as that sounds, every day. Got them little kids on there, and you know, if I could get them to turn in their work, that would be really awesome. I think the grades that I gave them last week, in the teacher conferences, prompted them to do what they're supposed to do. Oh, hey, you can't see. Can't wait. Oh, yeah, girl, I can't wait to see y'all, child. We have to do how we do, you know. We got our tunes and got our ribs and stuff. Oh, my gosh. Shoot, by the time this is over with, it's going to be like next summer. Hopefully we'll have a new president that actually knows what to do. Y'all go out and vote. You hear? Go out and vote. Because this is crazy. I don't usually talk politics, but, you know, COVID ain't no joke, man. It's no joke at all. I don't know what's up with these people. So, anyway, I think I'm kind of done with that. I'm going to look around and see if I can find my hair dryer, because I know I didn't put it too far away, because I didn't feel like I was going to never, ever paint again in my studio. I felt like, you know, maybe I could paint sometimes, like right now. So let me look right quick and let that dry for a second and figure out what did I do with it, because it's got to be close. It might be over here. Let's see. And while we're doing that, I'll put my brush in the water, because I don't need that. Oh no! Just averted disaster. Let's just clean the brush out. I'll put this other, my short brush in here, and maybe, okay, there we go, I see. It was just had a little bit of something in there. So let me see if I can find my hair dryer. Otherwise I have to go all the way downstairs, get the one I just packed up for the paint party. Which is totally stupid. So in here, oh, here's my paint. Jeez, I forgot all about that. See what happens? I get stuck in my room with my kids, and I forget how to do anything. Oh, I see it. Told you it wasn't far away. Ooh, there's my sponge too. It wasn't far away. So, do I have? Yes, I have one little spot left where I can plug this in and dry this puppy, because I don't want this taking forever. All right, here we go. And you can't hold this too close, because it'll be messed up. So, here goes. It's going to be noisy. I'll get some general color on there. I'll get the bottom in a minute. Let this dry a little bit. I'm wondering if I should. I have some big brushes to use, so we'll see if those work better. Waiting for paint to dry. That's what I do with my life. Wait for stuff to dry. Unfortunately, I'm not like the art Sherpa and have a bunch of cameras, and my husband doesn't like film me, because, you know, I love my husband, but I don't really want his suggestions when I'm painting, because I be in a zone. Be in the zone. here, over here. That's kind of right there. This one's from right here. Right down here. And sometimes I'll do paintings where you have to dry it before you can make the little template. Fortunately, this one isn't that deep. It's a nice painting. You say blessed, thankful, grateful. Cause it's crazy out here. All right, that's good. Put that on something that won't burn, catch fire. Put it on top of my box. Then go ahead to those. Okay, so now I'm going to clean my brush thoroughly. This one, I got it to work. Clean it thoroughly. Just laid it in some wet paint too. Okay, so, because I do not want orange and blue to mix, because they will turn brown. So if you don't have brown, you can always make it by mixing blue and orange together. I think the best brown though is black and orange. I think that's the best brown. Okay, so I don't have orange paint, so I'm gonna mix my orange paint. Here's my paint. I don't have orange paint, so I'm gonna mix it together. And you don't need a lot of red. So first I'm just gonna start out, dip the corner in the red and put that in this yellow. Okay, and I'll dip a little bit more. Dip that side, put that in the yellow. Because red is super, super strong. It is so strong. It's ridiculously strong. And I do need red, but I don't need, oh, that's a really nice orange. Okay, maybe a tiny, tiny bit more of the red. Because I want that to be a really nice color. Now, these two colors, blue and orange, I'm going to teach y'all something now. These two colors are complementary colors. So, they are opposite each other on your color wheel. And anytime you use them, together, they make a lot of contrast. That's what I was teaching this week, was contrast. And it makes it really exciting when you see those two colors together. So, and I'm probably going to have to make up some more of this, but that's okay. I just want to get a base coat for this orange on here. And I think it's best to go up and down, because that's where the sections of the pumpkin are. And oh my God, I have so been drawing pumpkins this week with my kids. They've been doing really cool pumpkins. I have some really cool stuff. I think what I would like to do is to sell all the, well, not all of them, but a lot of the examples that I've done to raise money so that I can get some art supplies for my kids. Because it just makes me sad to see a little boy that's so smart and so talented, and he's like, I don't have any paint, Miss Buford. I don't have anything. I don't have markers. I don't have crayons. I'm like, what? You don't have crayons? Oh my God. I can't even imagine my life without crayons. You know? It's like, who doesn't buy their kid crayons for school? Or just because? But people are hurting. They don't have jobs. They don't have money. They don't have food. They haven't paid their rent in 6 months because they lost their job because they all work for the casino here. And, it's just sad. It's just really sad. So I want to raise some money and get my kids some art supplies because, they love my class. They love doing art, but, the technology is what's keeping them from turning in their work because they're like, I can't do it. I don't know what to do. And the little tiny ones, oh my gosh, it's just sad. Oh, hey, sis. Hey, Linda. Hey, Michael. Oh, wow. I ain't seen y'all in such a long... Girl, we was just talking about you yesterday. Me and Dennis was talking about you big old. he was saying he saw he didn't register that it was you at Wanda's funeral with your gray hair. And he's like, well, I guess she is gray. I'm like, yo, behind is gray. So, yeah, I guess she gray, too. Oh, my gosh. He's so funny. You know, he don't have no sense at all. Okay, so now that I have this on here, I'm going to go ahead and get the side. Because this way you can always hang up your paintings. And I will, since this is relatively dry, have to touch it on the back to make sure I'm getting glue on my fingers. It's sort of dry. It's not totally dry, but I'll go ahead and hook this part up too. Yeah, see, not really dry. Not really dry. Then I'll go over that with, make up some more orange and go over that too. And then I'll also do my my blue with a different brush. Because I don't really feel like I need to mess with that right now. Not right now. Not right now. So yeah, you know, life is crazy, but it's good. Because I'm still good. We're still good. I hope all y'all good. I hope my niece is good. Been calling with no answer. What? Who you been calling? You been calling Dennis? I don't know what's up with his phone. I have no idea. It's your brother-in-law. You know, he get to the point. I don't want to answer the phone. I don't feel like talking to nobody. Oh my God. All kinds of stuff, girl. All kinds of stuff. He done turned into a crotchety old man. I love him to death, but he's a crotchety old man. Talk about, I don't want to fool with them people. Like, I don't really blame him, though. I don't want to fool with a bunch of people either. Not now. Oh, and, oh, yeah, Olinda, you definitely need to call. Because we got to talk to you about Miss Inez. And I know as soon as I say her name, her ears going to be ringing. But, you know how all that is. All right. The orange is very transparent. Red is a transparent color, so you can see through it. All right, so I'm going to get a smaller brush and go back into that blue on the top while I have this up. Then I'll like okay, I'm gonna stand up and do this so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and I'll add the tiniest amount of black in there just to make it darker. Just a tiny bit. There you go. And I'll put some of that on this side too, because I can see that that's very dark and it doesn't really match. So let's just hook it all up right now while I got this in this position. And add a little blue right there. There we go. Okay, that's looking kind of good. Put some of this here on this side. A little bit on this side here, and some of this blue. And we'll come back to this blue, by the way. We will come back to it. And I don't know if y'all want to see the bottom or not, but you know, I'll show you if you want to see it. It's not that deep, but it does make the painting finished. And I always finish my paintings like this so that they look professional. Because if I'm going to ask you to pay for it, I should at least make it look professional. Good. And oh, hey, I've been doing real good in my gallery. You've been moving box. Too tired to take pictures. Hey, girl, whenever, you just saying that, get your rest, enjoy your space. And don't worry about that. You know, you send me pictures and whenever. You got my phone number. It ain't like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean off my brush and clean this blue out. And I'm gonna probably have to get rid of this water because my other colors, I want to put some more orange on here and red. So I'm gonna clean this out. This is water. It's gonna turn from blue to brown with this orange in here. Oh, it's still blue-ish, blue-ish. Okay. So let me get some clean water. I'm gonna dump this so I have a little water thing. Yeah, girl, you know, just whenever, hun. It'll be all right. You know, as long as we still breathing, standing upright, you know, and God is good. That's so stinky. Ugh. Lord have mercy, I need to empty that. Oh, God. Oh, dead paint. Alright. So, let me get my little hair dryer. Dry the edges here so I can put this puppy over. That's a lot of paint. What? Olivia's in the hospital. Oh, dang, what? Is she okay? She don't have the COVID, right? Tell me she don't, because I don't want to hear about nobody else. Might as well dry this a little bit too. So I have to make the ribs of the pumpkin. Well, I'll say some prayers for Olivia. You don't need no more of that foolishness going on. Oh, okay, all right. Well, you know, I still say prayers for her. How's Carol Ann? Okay, get this up. Yeah, that's wet right there. I really want this to dry so I can add some more paint. But I like that color a lot. There we go. Coming along. Coming along. All right. Moving right along. Take this. Carefully turn that over so that I don't get paint. Got paint everywhere anyhow. Okay, then. Okay, now I'm going to get me some more water. My water bucket down here now. Dip in my baby wipe. Clean my hands. Alrighty. So next. Alright, so now I'm going to start making my ribs. I got to make some more orange, so I'll get some more of this cool yellow. I really like this. Deep yellow. That's a nice color. Alright. Put some more of that in there. Because now I'm going to start mixing. So I have my light yellow, I have my dark yellow, and I have my red. Alright, so I will take my medium brush. Where's my medium brush? I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work. I'll just use this one. This is the main brush that you use anyway. So let me get a good look at the picture. And see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got like 4 ribs. So let me mix up my colors. So take some of my red. That's probably too much. That's probably enough. And mix in this orange. I'm going to make this a little bit deeper. Or oh wait, that's too much. Now I'll put some yellow. Right. This is the chrome yellow. It's the color. It has a little bit more white in it, so it's not going to be quite so see-through. So I'm liking that color. Maybe a little bit more yellow. And people can make the, pumpkins are orange, but they're different colors of orange. So people can make this whatever color they want. So I've used up all my yellow. I'll probably have to get some more. Alright, so I want to just come in and put, and it's only partially mixed. Okay, and I have some red in my brush. So I'm going to come in and start making these long curved strokes like this. And if I have some parts that have a little bit more red, I can even dip the corner of my brush in red. And this will make some of my ribs. But I want this paint to be real juicy. Real wet and juicy. So I don't want all this stuff to be there we go. So dip a little bit of red, dip the corner in red. And then I'm going to make this one going in this direction now. This one over here. So you just don't need a lot of red. It's so strong that it will take over things. So now I'm going to take this and come right up against that red. Some more orange. And it's starting to turn into a pumpkin. It's not there yet, but it's getting there. Not quite there. We working on it. Because I'm telling you, I'm not pumpkined out yet. Not yet. I could maybe do some more pumpkins next week with my kids. My kitties. But they're not, they're doing some that are pretty cool, actually. Their pumpkins are going to be real cool. The stuff I've been seeing them do is really cute. Okay, so now we talking. Now we cooking with gas. I'm going to put a little bit of red here. And then take some of this. And I have plenty of this orange left over. Okay, so take some of this, and then I'm going to get some more yellow, just my bright yellow. This is the chrome yellow. Yeah, it's looking like a pumpkin. That's getting there. So I'll take some yellow and make some highlights with the yellow while it's still kind of wet. So some in here. I want some yellow next to my red. And this is a really bright yellow. It's very bright. It's very see-through though. So take some over here. There you go. And you see how it's so easy to blend this while it's wet. When it's not wet, a little bit harder. But while it's wet, it's really easy to blend. So I'm just dipping the corner. And if you feel like the paint is sticking, add a little bit more paint. And let's see, I think I want to add a little bit more in here because it's getting kind of sticky. This is going to be a painting that's very thick in terms of paint. And then you have to remember that all of these sections end up in the middle here. And then we'll make a big stem out of this part here. Add a little bit more orange there. So this is going to be loaded with lots and lots of paint. Lots of paint. Okay, so let's see, let's just say deep yellow, dip into yellow paint, add to where the highlights on the pumpkin ribs. Want a lighter color on one side than the other. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of blending here. So I'm going to make this side will have light coming from this direction. So there'll be a highlight here. And I really want to add the tiniest amount of white, like seriously the tiniest amount of white to lighten that up. And you see how easily that paint flows now. Add some regular orange here, and then just dip the edge of the brush. You don't need a lot. No, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. And I'll dip that with the yellow and get a nice little rib going here. And then on this side of the brush, I'm going to add some red. And I think I want to add the tiniest amount of brown in here too. Just a little tiny bit. See if I can paint that to go in the right direction. Add that. Oh no. Sometimes you have to coax it to do what you want it. So I'm going to add just the tiniest amount of brown. I'm going to mix that in my brush with my orange so that I have that right there. There we go. Now we're getting that little dark area. Okay. Take that brown right here and put it, the light and the dark are next to each other, believe it or not. So add that, some red to that. And that just kind of tones everything down a little. Add orange in here. I want a little bit up here. Take the tiniest amount of white and put that on there. Maybe a little bit more. Tiniest amount of white, put that up there so that there's a highlight here. And I need just a little bit of water on my brush. I don't need a lot. Just a little bit to make that paint flow. Okay. There you go. Add a little bit of paint on this side. And then I'll add some of that brown and some red on this side because it's starting to, and I just dip the tip of my brush in some water so that I can make that flow. So I don't really want to add a whole lot of color to that. I just want to add a little dark value. Just a little bit of dark on there. So I need some water. I don't want too much water because it'll start to affect your paint. But you do need some. Add some orange in there. And so you can see that side's lighter than that side. And it's starting to look pumpkinish. Thank you, hon. Starting to look like a pumpkin. Let me take some of this. Add a little yellow to this. Tiniest amount of water. I mean, super tiny amount. And even that's a lot. Okay, so add some of this bright yellow. And you can really see the difference when you start getting over towards the edge here. So my painters, my ladies are going to learn a lot about blending tomorrow. They're going to learn a lot about it because they're going to be doing some of that. And we'll take some of that brown and just blend that out. Some of that. A little bit of water. I mean, super small amount. And then I'll add some up here. A little tiny, should be maybe a little bit right there of the yellow. And that in. There you go. Alright. I think I want to add a tiny bit right here. Just a little, where it's kind of raised up a little. Just a little bit right here. This is going to be maybe a little more rustic than the person who showed me how to do this. I think I want some right here. Some really light color. There you go. And then that can blend out. And then however people do stuff is how they do it, and it's fine. Because there's no right or wrong to this, which is what I tell my little kitties all the time. There's no right or wrong to this. For them, there is a right and wrong because they need to, they don't know how to do anything for real. So they do need to kind of try and follow along till they can learn how to do that. I have a few students who, little kid students rather, that are really good. I mean, they're really good. I'm very excited about them and hoping that good things happen for them. All right. So let's see. Need to bring some red right here into that. There you go. Yeah, I want it to curve just a little bit. So I want a little curve right here. And then I want one right here. So add a little bit of brown, a little bit of orange, so that I get that. And see, I still have some yellow on my brush, so that just worked out just perfectly. Sometimes things work out really nice. Not always, but sometimes. I'll put a little bit up here. And I'll take some of that brown and come right along the edge of that red. Okay. I'm starting to dig it a lot. So I want some brown here. Red. There's some red there. Yellow right there. Just wherever. It's wherever you want to put it. just want to make sure I have some dark colors, especially down here at the bottom. I want it to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to add some along all the little ribs. Clean my brush all the way out. I just have it, it's still some orange in there. I just want to add just a little bit towards the bottom. Give it a little shadow area. Because this is going to be less visible. Like, it's going to have shadows there. I want to put a little shadow here too. There you go. So, I don't think this is how she taught the painting, but this is how I'm teaching it. Because I think that that looks really nice. Take a little more red right here. Add a little tiny bit of brown to the red. So a little tiny bit of brown, a little tiny bit of red. And I'm just going to take that straight up like that. That's just a flick. It's like flicking. You could get real fussy with this. You really could get real fussy and persnickety. I'm going to try to avoid that. I do want to add a little bit more yellow here because this is where most of the light is coming. And it's hitting the edge of that. So I'm going to add just a tiny amount of white to that to make that really light. And then I'll go back in and put in some of these highlights where you would see white hitting the side of the pumpkin, like right in here. It's going to be in the same place everywhere. Maybe not over there so much, but over here. In the same place. I'm going to clean my brush. I just want a damp brush. Just to kind of gently blend that out. Okay, and still think I need a little bit right here. Add that white. Not quite enough. My white's starting to dry out on my palette. There you go. Ooh, I like it. It looks really good. Oh man. That looks good in the thing. Looks better in the thing than it does in person. There you go. Too much. Wow, beautiful. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I still want some of that white and yellow. See, I'm starting to get persnickety. There you go. That's it. Okay, so this is a damp brush. It's got some water in it, but not much. And then I can just really super gently do that. And I can see I need some right here. This is where the light would hit it. And I need some right here. And a little bit right in here. Although, it would probably hit right over here. Now that I'm thinking about it. It would hit here because that's going to be kind of a little divot. A little dent or divot right there. It starts, the light starts to change direction a little bit. So put a little highlight there. There's one here. There's a little one there. orange and yellow. And then there'll be a little bit at the top. So, and then up here at the top of the pumpkin, I'll put some right there too. So that I have these nice bright highlights. I'm not worrying about too much about trying to blend those out. I want those in there. I want that to be like really, really light. So a little bit here. I'm sure I should follow directions, but I feel like I know what I'm doing. That's how I feel anyway. Okay. A bit orange right there. Orange right there. There you go. Okay. I think that part about done. I feel like I want to add a little tiny bit more brown down here. Just a little. On this one. Just on this one. That one's okay. This one needs a little bit more. So add some there, some there. Clean out my brush. Because I can see this is still wet. Add some brown and some red together. And put that right there. Oh yeah, there you go. That's pretty wet. Brown, red. I don't want to get too much stuff in my brown. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Oh yeah. Right, I don't want to get it too dark down here at the bottom. So I'm gonna let that dry just a little bit, and then because if I keep messing with it, I can see it's really wet right there. And brown's another color that's kind of translucent. You gotta be careful with it. I'm working it. And I'm using a super light touch on this. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone and move right along. Oh, that's what she did. Added a little brown. Okay, so I get a smaller brush and start with the stem of the pumpkin. And I'm going to use this one. And let's see. Jeez, what's going on with these brushes? Okay, there we go. It's just a little stiff. Okay, so I'll put some brown in here. And this is pretty dry. I'm using kind of a dry brush. I don't want a whole lot. Because I have some red mixed in here. And then I'm going to come in here like this to make the pumpkin stem. And I'll put some shadows on that in a little bit. And I'm just using the colors that are already on my palette mixed in. That's it. And this is going to get bigger. So that stem is just going to extend out into the blue. Right now I'm just going to paint most of it in and stop right there. So on the edge of that, that's why you need a small brush. And it helps to get the edges if you use the side or the corner of the brush like this. Okay, I gotta flip it over now. Using my instructions. Have them written out so you don't have to worry about anything. You just come to the paint workshop. You don't need an apron. You know, you might need your own little beverage, but you don't need an apron. You don't need, uh-oh, this is getting up on my sweater. Ooh, that's not a good thing. You don't need any of that. I got everything. I got easels, I got brushes, I got paint. Hey, Valita. How you doing, cuz? Trying to get your mom to come out to a paint party with me tomorrow. This is what we painting. So that looks really good in there. Oh man, wow! And it has like a little glow here. I'll hook it up. Okay, so this is saying. Adding texture to the stem, make a swooping motion with the diagram. Okay, so I guess now I'm gonna like put some more of this glow in here. So I have this titanium white and ultramarine blue. So I'm just gonna mix a little bit of that and come right along the edge and super carefully put that down, because there's some white right there anyhow. But I'm gonna probably want to mix this in so that it has a nice gradient. Glad you're doing all right there, cuz. I am surprised I haven't heard from some of my other cousins tonight. They used to be out here on Facebook doing whatever. Whatever it is people do on Facebook. Let me see the picture again. I guess it's just kind of only on one side. It's a little bit on this side, not much. I'll put some on here and mix that out. This does require a steady hand. Because if you don't have a steady hand, you're going to have to figure out how to do that. So I'm going to come up here. And then I will take my big brush with a little bit of that blue. And first, while it's still wet, I'm just going to try to go around, because this is where my stem is going to be. So I want to blend out some of that, and then I'll just add in some of that dark blue right along the edge while it's wet. Not too close. We want this to be glowing. Glowing. So now that I have it kind of juicy, I can, get it to go in different directions. Doesn't have to be totally super light. It can just be indication. So I'm going to come back. This side, same thing. And I have some of this this medium that's in the paint, because my paint was starting to separate, because it's been so long since I did a paint party and did anything. Oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't done anything in years. We all been imprisoned in our house. got little tiny babies trying to figure out how to use a computer that can't even read because they're 5. That's ridiculous. Oh, yeah, I know. I don't think she should be going all to Ohio and all that, though, really. But whatever. These is young folks. They grown. I ain't trying to raise no grown folks. That's why I deal with little kids. Because most of the time, they're not like, I'm not doing that, la 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 la. They don't do all that. They're like, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? Oh, I want to do that. Oh, that looks cool, Miss B. I'm like, it is cool. You're going to have a great time doing it, too. Okay. So, the reason why I have this like this is because I'm going to make this stem. And it's going to come out some more. So, now that I have my glow going, take a little bit of what, like, just a damp brush. I think I want to add a little more paint to that. Oh, that looks so nice. Nice. There's some here. Cover that up, whatever that little divot. Okay. Nice. Add a little bit of this blue. I might have to get some more blue. So I can go up right out here. Nice. Take some of that blue. And always keep some, because if you make like a terrible, horrible mistake, then you'll have it to fix whatever errors, boo-boos, faux pas. And I need a little black in that too. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas, y'all. Cooking with gas. So this on there. Cover up some of those things. Get some of this blue right in there. There you go. And you guys should be, well, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I can see that there's blue on the canvas here, where the black is. It's very dark, but it's not super dark. Okay, so done with that part. Now I have chocolate milk. Yummy. Okay. All right. Have my pumpkin glow. I'm going to take my small brush and a small round brush, and I'm going to add some texture to the stem. And I want to add a little bit of yellow into my brown, a little yellow and a little white. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, add a little yellow to it, add a little red to it, add a little white. So it's kind of a weird color, but it's gonna work. So I really need the picture. It's hard for me to have these directions this way. Let me just flip it back around. Okay. Yeah, so I can see what I'm doing. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna, and then I wanna make some darker brown, and I'm just gonna carry this like this. So this is gonna have a leaf on it, and I think even a little bit of green got mixed into this. Just taking whatever colors. Actually, it's not green, it's blue that's on the canvas. That's what's mixed in. So take a little bit of that, mix that all together. can go in any kind of direction. So I need to make another stem, another part of the stem that comes out, and add some more brown to that. This is just a hot mess right here. It's just a hot mess. So I'm just gonna paint some of that in, paint some regular brown with it. And I don't know what she was talking about to make some texture, but I'm just gonna get my brown together so that it's opaque, it's not see-through no more. Then I can mix in some colors. Okay, I'm liking that better. Oh, that's kind of hard to see because it's wet. And I might have to add some brown in, some, not brown, but some black in here so that I can see. I kind of like that the green and the yellow and the blue in here kind of mixes. That's kind of cool. So let's see, maybe this part of the stem comes like this. So whichever way people want to do it is fine with me. There is no right or wrong on this. And then there's some that's coming on this direction too. It's coming out of the pumpkin like this. So it's coming out and that's coming around. However people want to do it. Okay, I'm not sure I like that much, but it's okay. It'll be fine. Oh, I love how the blue is mixing in. Oh, I definitely want people to try to mix in a little tiny bit of blue up in with their pumpkins. I'm going to take this down a little bit more too. And make this into a stem. So whatever way people want to do it is fine. So I'm not trying to fix that. I'll have to make it work for myself. So this one is going to come over the top of this one. And this one's going to be underneath. Oops. There you go. And I can add a little bit more brown in there. So I'm just going to add some white. On this one, so that you get the idea of what's going on there. Add some white here, and then when that dries a little bit, then I'll add a little bit more white to that, so it has more texture. Maybe I'm twisting this a little too much. Okay, so let's see. That's supposed to be the next step here. It says to clean your brush, but I'm not going to clean my brush. I'm just going to add a little leaf right here. And I have to look at these because I have squash in my backyard, but that doesn't mean I've been paying attention to what the leaves exactly look like for a pumpkin. So I want to make the leaves shaped like this. kind of a zigzag. I might not be doing that quite right. We'll figure it out. Add a little more white to this. A little yellow. And what kind of red I got over here. Let me just dip a little red in there. Just every color in the world. There you go, because I want that to be a little bit lighter. Okay, so make that come up. And then it has this weird shape. Comes like this. I don't know if that's the right shape for that leaf. These things look weird to me. Let me figure it out, because other people are going to have the same issue I'm having. There we go. It's a very strange shape. I think I'm getting it. We'll see. So I want to put, oh, I have to add some green to that. So I'm going to add some like green to my leaf. And I just want it kind of on one side. And then it'll start getting more leafy looking. There we go. Whew. That's some funny looking stuff, man. Funny looking. Okay, so I'll take some of my yellow, my green, my brown, a little tiny bit of red, and some white. So I can make some nice highlights on here. I want more yellow. And I think I'm going to switch to a smaller brush, because this is getting to be too much. So I have a really tiny, I need a little tiny pointy brush like this, so I can make some of these highlight areas on the leaf. Just kind of flicking it out a little bit. And then I'll make a vein down the middle. The dark brown. And then she's got some dark areas here, some light areas. Might have to add a little black to this, but first I'm just gonna let it be for now. Take some of this white and this brown and make some little curly lines for this leaf, the stem. I add a little blue. There you go. I'm liking that better. Make some little viney things that are growing weird like this. Maybe there's There's some little viney things growing here. There's one up here. Brown today. And then I think I want to add a few areas in here. Add a little bit more white to that. And then to make my texture, take some brown, since this is starting to dry. Dark brown. And I'm using my pointy brush. Places where it's really dark, I'll add some light colors to make it look rough and bumpy, because this stuff is rough and bumpy. Oh, no, yeah, no, I know, we told her. Oh, Linda, we told her. Believe me. Dennis was, Ming and Mike came out here, and, you know, they're like, we gotta see Uncle Dennis. And Uncle Dennis was like, oh, no, I don't think so. I ain't trying to see nobody. We had to have somebody come in and fix our plumbing, and he didn't want that to happen, but, you know, God flushed the toilet. So, yeah, no, I don't know what's wrong with these young folks with this. Got to be traveling all over everywhere, creation and tarnation. Okay, I'm going to add some dark brown right here, and maybe a little bit of the green and the blue. So just want it really dark to come under here to make a shadow. I'm going to clean that off, put my brush off. And I'm just going to really gently blend that in. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I know you don't. Why they all have to be traveling somewhere, and I don't understand it. I really don't. You know, I don't want to go to the grocery store, okay, if I don't have to. So, young folks is young. They think that they invincible, that nothing can happen to them until something does. And I ain't wishing that at all. I'm just saying that that's their general attitude. Oh, nothing will happen to me. Okay. Y'all say so. Your lips to God's ears. I want this to be very rough and bumpy, and add a little blue in here. Bring some of that color. This brown down in here. And I don't think there's any other leaves on here. So I'm gonna make some areas very dark and some very light. So this here. Okay, I guess it's coming along. Add a little water to that. Make that flow a little bit. There you go. So I do want to add a little bit of black in here. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just to make some little tiny shadows. So I'm just going to add the tiniest amount of black. And then maybe there's some right here, because this is a big old stem that grew in different directions. And I kind of want some of this in here. There you go. Now, it should have a shadow under here where this is really light, so that's what's kind of bothering me. So I'm gonna hook that up too. And then I'll add a little shadow underneath. And this one's gonna be more blue and then black. That way you can tell the difference a little bit. Wherever I'm seeing some curls, like right in here, right in here, under here, just gonna add a little dark color. Get some of my green, some of my blue, a little bit of white. Mix that in with my brown so that it can look a little different. I want this shadow to outline that leaf. Everybody may not have to do that in the paint party because it just depends on what they do with their leaves. So they can ask me and I'll be happy to show them what to do to get it where it's looking how they want it. And then maybe there's some here. I don't know. I think I'll leave that. I think that part is almost done. So let me get over here on this side and get with this. This should have light here and this should be dark here. So the opposite of what I actually painted should be going on. And this just has every color. So let me add a little green to that. Some water. So my green, my brown. Add a little white to that. So I have some highlights on this. This is going to get a highlight right here. And right in on this side, it's going to be a highlight. A little bit inside there, not much, just a little. There we go. Some right here, some right here, some right here. Because the light's shining this way, so I want to try and make sure that I stay consistent with that. The hardest thing about this is the vine, really. Getting it to how you want it and how you like it. So I can see people would get real upset and persnickety about this. So I'm going to change this to a slightly darker color. Add some more brown, a tiny bit of black here so I can make a shadow. And a shadow there. And one back here. And one back here. And I can, while it's a little bit wet, adding some brown and some black just to give it some texture so that you can tell where's the beginning, where's the end, what's on top of what. All this on this side is very dark. And I have really a small amount of paint. This is called dry brush. So just brush it not very much paint. It comes off real rough, so that makes it good for this. So I'm just adding just super tiny amount, just on the tip of my brush is some black paint. And then I'll take some of that dark color, have some of this, all these weird colors that I mixed up together, and I'll put some of that here. Like some brown and black. So that's nice and dark, because this is still wet, which is to our advantage. This is to your advantage, that it's still wet. Green, black, weirdo colors. brown. Since this part's going to be more in light than this one, so I'll just give it a little highlight here. Along the edge. Get some black and some brown. Put my line back in. And then you can see how much darker this is than that side. Okay, let's finish up these little vines right here. The little shadow, little highlight right here. A little whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You don't have to make that sound if you don't want to. You don't have to make the whoop whoop sound. And I'm going to cover that up because I don't want that to be there. There's some brown, some black, some green. And make that really dark. Black, green, brown. Nice dark color. Darker here, a little bit darker here. Oh, and I definitely need to make this part right here dark so that you can see that that goes in front of the other thing. Well, I'm starting to really like this. Ooh, I didn't think I would like this that much. But, you know, I'm kind of digging it. I'm surprised. So, let's see. I want a little bit of dark here. This inside part. And a little bit of light here. And with some brown, white, yellow. There we go. And I think I want to put light here, dark there. Oh, nice. Mm. Green. There you go. Just little highlights, just little tiny things that where light would hit it. Light would hit right here. I don't have a whole lot of this particular weird color. It's just a weird color. Nobody knows what it is. It doesn't have a name. And a little bit here. And you know what? I forgot that I'm supposed to be adding gold to this. Oh, duh. So, let me get my gold. This is my folk art gold. And I'm going to start adding some gold to this. I better open this. Ooh, why is it all like this? Ooh, looks like somebody already opened it. Ooh, that's a pretty gold. And put that down there. Clean out my brush really well. I'm going to squeeze out a little bit of gold on here and start adding that into my pumpkin. And then this is what we're going to paint the stencil with. So I have to wait for this to dry and then do the stencil. Let's see where I'm at. I'm at 11. That's at 2 hours. Well, not really, but it's close. So I'm just going to add some gold in here in different places. Ooh, that's so pretty. I love it. I love it. So wherever my highlights are, that's where I'm going to add my gold. Add some gold in here. This. That really brightens it up. So you see how important those highlights were, because the gold is very see-through, very see-through. I'll put some here on the outside of these leaves. A bit here and there. Some here. This is going to be a lighter area right in here. On the top, as it comes down, it's going to be very light. And I can put some of that right here. Some here. Don't need a whole lot, but it makes it really special. And I'll put some on the inside. And the only reason I know how to do this is from lots of observation, drawing things, observing them, paying attention to light and dark. Where does light go? What does it do? How does it do it? All those kinds of things. Oh, I like that. Ooh, I am really liking that. I did not think I would like this pumpkin. I didn't. Really, I didn't. I was like, oh, pumpkins, ew. But the last pumpkin painting I made, I liked. So, I don't know. I do not know. I'm going to put some down this rib. And then, of course, I need to put just a little bit to make it shine on my pumpkin. So it's very, very see-through, but you can still see that beautiful metallic reflection when you look at it. We're almost done with this, because all I have to do now is the lettering, which probably will take the longest amount of time for people. Okay, a little bit here. You don't want to get too much gold, but geez, it's hard for me to say that you can never have enough. Cues. That's very cool. A little bit right here. Some here, some here, some here. Yeah, man, that's looking real cool. Real cool. I am digging it. I can dig it, dig it, dig it. They can dig it, dig it, dig it. We can dig it, dig it. Oh, let's dig it. Can you dig it, baby? I can dig it, dig it, dig it. You can dig it, dig it, dig it. They can dig it, dig it. Oh, let's dig it. Can you dig it, baby? Yeah, I'm from the 60s. Little bit right here. Oh, hold on, just a minute. Okay, I gotta stop fussing with this. Nice. Oh, jeez, that was my knee. Oh, golly. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm really liking that. That looks awesome. Okay, so now it is time for the words, which are here. I don't have the word crazy, but I do have the word thankful. So I'm gonna get my, because I am truly thankful for my family, for my friends, for my job, for little kids that show up. I'm thankful. I really am. So I'm gonna get my tape right here. Take this on here, make sure it's dry. Yep, that part's dry, this part's dry. Cool. Alright. So you can put gather, you can put grateful, blessed, thankful. So I'm gonna put my little thankful down here, right here. Line it up on the side. Put a little tape on here. Hopefully that will not come off. And then I'm going to take, I guess I need some tracing paper, huh? Otherwise I'm just, wasting my time. Doing nothing. Saying nothing, talking loud. Life is just a game. Game can't be played. Okay, so now I'm just going to trace this on here. Hopefully I can see it. It's pretty dark. I'm just going to go up and down. Now, y'all know that I don't really need to do this. I'm just doing this because I want to see how well this transfers. So that when my painters come, they will be able to do this. You can sort of kind of see it. Not really. I don't know what to do about that because it's very dark. I can sort of kind of see it, not really. Okay, so just in case, I do have a paint pen. What did I do? Oh, golly, I bet it's still downstairs. Oh, dang. Let's see. I thought I brought one up here. So now I have to remember. Oh, I see it. Let me move my light just a little bit so I can get around. Because I have a nice size studio, considering it's a bedroom. But we're going to use something reasonable like this. Okay, let me turn my light back around. And since I see kind of where, oh, I see it. I can see it a little bit. So we'll see if this acrylic paint marker actually works. I have a couple of sets of them. Before use, hold cap in place and shake pen approximately 1 minute. Okay, that's going to be really annoying. That's making my head hurt. This is annoying. Who decided this was the way they should do stuff? Wow, that looks awesome. I'm so happy I did this. I didn't think I would like it. But it's actually kind of cool. It really is kind of cool. Okay, I hope that's enough. Okay, now, with stuff like this, get my sticky pad. Maybe that wasn't, oh yeah, no, it's coming down. I can see this ink. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay. Now, I can sort of see this. So, let me look at the letters and see what they did. I might make them more fancy. I might not. We'll see. I'm sure that you're supposed to use this like this, not like this. So we may have to take our easels, or take our paintings off of our easels and lay them like this. So I'll turn this around so y'all can see a little bit better, because I think I need to do this like this. can see it. Yeah, it scratched up the paint really bad too, so I'm going to have to put this in like this. Fortunately, I do know how to make letters, but I have to think of a way for my painters to do this that doesn't involve all of that. So I think we're gonna use write the word crazy and paint the word thankful, or whatever word they want to paint, because I don't see how that's gonna work. Oh, and of course it's a different kind of gold. Some days you get the bear, some days the bear gets you. But now I can't see. Okay, let's see. Can y'all see that? Okay, cool. Yeah. So this is very particular type of lettering. And I think what I'd like to do is cut that out tomorrow. That looks weird. Okay, it's not how I write, so. People will get the idea what you're doing though. K the way I make my K. That's cool, I know how to do that. But then it curls up like this. So I know people are going to be freaked out about trying to do this part, because lettering, you know, it's just not that easy. Change up this because I already see I made a mistake. But it's gonna be okay. See how I did that? Uh-huh. Boom. Boom shakalaka laka boom. Boom shakalaka laka boom. So I may have to write this for them to be okay with me. That's perfectly fine. Because people get really freaked out about stuff like this. I'm like, no, I don't know how to do that. It's just lettering. I can see my tracing paper made black marks on my nice, beautiful pumpkin. Not happy with that part either. I just don't like having to redo stuff, that's all. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna need glitter. Although you can add it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave that to dry for a minute. and then use the paint pan to make the crazy part. So, let me shake it down. Okay, let's see. Ooh, doing weird stuff. Okay, so this is not how I write or draw or anything. I'm gonna set this down this way and tilt this camera some more so y'all can see what I'm doing. There you go. Alright, so for the crazy part, it's just printing. See, now I have to, I hope these other paint pens I got work better. I may have to test them out and see. And I'm sure this is probably crooked, but I don't really care. It's okay if it's crooked. And maybe I can take some of this. There you go. Maybe I can take some of this and, oh my gosh, really? Better. Nice fat line. I tried to get some that were not so skinny, so that they make good writing. So let me go back on my A, make that a little fatter. Top of my Z. R, make my C a little fatter. So I have writing, printing at the top, and cursive at the bottom. And Olinda, to answer your question from like 5 years ago, no, they don't teach cursive anymore. Now, when this is, I'm going to dry this and then I'll go over it with the pen because I think that that'd be better. Ooh, I'm really liking it. And then I'll put like a little flourish on the bottom. Like this kind of flourish. I've been doing that for like ever. But I'm going to let that. And I'll let this dry just a little bit, this paint. And then this is going to be a done deal. I'll sign it and keep it moving. And go to bed because I got to get up at 7 in the morning to get some groceries. They're just going to put it in my car. I ordered it. Have to limit exposure. Because I'm going to be somewhere like with a bunch of people. Ooh, too close. Paint started to bubble. There's a little red glow from this. This is not a hair dryer. It's a paint dryer. I'm so digging this. Oh my gosh, I really like it. I can't believe I like it. I usually don't like stuff like this, but this is cool. So, put some ink on there. This is actually acrylic paint, supposedly. That's what they said. That's what it says on the little thing, that it's acrylic ink. it's so light. There you go. Nice. Oh, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Woohoo, I'm digging it. Okay, I gotta keep this top. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't twist like that. Ouch. Oh. Twist my back wrong. Crazy not knowing how to write your name. Yeah. Well, you know, people in America who can't read cursive, they can't read the original documents of the Declaration of Independence. See, I'm not convinced that that wasn't on purpose, so that, you know, people could start doing whatever they wanted to, and then you wouldn't know what your rights are, because you can't read it. You have to depend on somebody else to read it for you, and if they decide that they want to tell you whatever, you got nothing to say. You got nothing to get. Like my friend Claudette used to say, you got nothing to get. Nothing. So, yeah. This is annoying. This will give you a headache. You could bust a gut like this. Oh, Linda, I'm so glad you stayed up with me, girl. It's late here, so I know it's late there. Okay, that's working a little better. I can see that this is going to be kind of annoying. This paint pen, it only sort of kind of works. I don't like stuff that sort of kind of works. Either it works or it don't. And to have to keep tapping it on, see, I'm going to have to take some paper with me or something. Or some, I don't know, something so that people can tap on this thing and get it to work right. But I have a feeling that I'm going to be the one doing the lettering. I figure if I trace it, they can cut paint. If I trace it, they can color it in. Oh, now some paint's coming out. Oh, wow. Finally. There you go. That was a lot, man. I'd been done with this if it was just regular paint. But no, she has to go get paint pens. I haven't even cracked open the ones I have, the ones I bought, to see how they're gonna work. I just want to smooth this out a little bit so it's not quite so rough on the edges. I want it to look like, you know, someone really did something with it here. Okay. I'm trying to get a little bit more in here. There you go. Square those edges off a little bit. Alright, now I can work on this a little bit more. This didn't have any paint, so it should be okay. Yeah, I don't know about this part. I do have some stencils, though, which I will go and dig out tonight. Figure out what in the heck did I do with them. That say blessed, and I don't think they say grateful, but I know they say blessed. They might say thankful. I'm not sure. I like the cursive. Alright, I am done with this one, so I'm just going to put my signature on it and make it a done deal. And then put my little curly Q. That's my little curly Q. And that's it. It's done. Woohoo! Woohoo! Alright, people. If you didn't get your ticket, you can still come to the gallery tomorrow and get it. And Linda, girl, I don't know. I want to paint with you, but I'm trying to bring a whole bunch of junk to Minnesota. You don't have to come out here, girl. I know you're a night owl. Stay up all night long. Get up early. No, you don't get up that early, but get up in the morning and start all over again. All right, sis. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you, and I love you, and I miss you. And that's a done deal for me. So I got to go get my paint pens, put those in. And what else was it? Oh, my stencils. All right. That's it. Thank you. Love you. See you guys later. I'm signing off for now because I got to go to bed. So you have fun. And kiss the boys. Kiss Inez. Tell everybody I said love him. And I'll tell Denny you said hey. And maybe you call him tomorrow around 4 when I'll be at my paint party. Between 2 and 4. You can start at like 2. You can call me at 2. Because I know y'all going to talk for a long time. All right. I love you. Bye.